Today marks 50 years since the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. The ship went down on this date in 1975 during a Lake Superior storm, taking all 29 crew members with it.
And tonight, the National Museum of the Great Lakes honored their memory and their legacy. Steve Iwanek joins us live in studio after having a chance to talk with those keeping the memory alive. Steve, an emotional night for many.
Yeah, Jeff Cayley, the bells rang 29 times between 7:15 and 7:30 tonight, each one for a life lost on the Fitzgerald. And for those gathered at the museum, it wasn't just about looking back, but also making sure those memories sail forward for generations to come. On November 10th, 29 names echo a room inside the National Museum of the Great Lakes, followed by the toll of the bell. But for Tom Walton, there's one that rings louder than the rest.
Ralph G. Walton, 58, Euler, Fremont, Ohio.
It means a great deal to me.
You may remember Walton. We've told you about his ties to the Edmund Fitzgerald. Once a young porter on the ship during the summer of '63. His father, Wade Walton, once a chief engineer on the ship. But it's his uncle, Ralph Grant Walton, the ship's oiler, who never came home. One of the 29 who vanished when the Fitz went down 50 years ago tonight.
I get to send a message to Uncle Grant, and I haven't seen him in half a century, more than half a century. And I might have given a little more oomph to that tug on the rope.
The loss, the tragedy, felt by all.
It was overwhelming. That's the one word I can use to explain it.
Prior to the reading of names, a panel offered memories, theories, and stories, but also gratitude. Gratitude that half a century later, people still gather to say the names and remember the faces.
That's what it's about, hearing it from the mouths of folks. And, I think what we do that people don't always see is that oral history, that making sure that we can capture those memories from people. And that's what this panel was about, capturing the memories.
So now the legend lives on to chapter 51. And for Walton, he hopes its story is read the same way.
I just don't know how much pressure there'll be to keep the story alive. Lightfoot's song is certainly doing a big part of it, but will that always be the case? I don't know.
And one final ring in memory of all the mariners lost in the inland seas.
Now, WTOL 11 has put together a full 50-minute special on the 50th anniversary. To learn more about the ship and about Walton's story, you can find it right now on WTOL 11+. In studio, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.